All the first circle of the violent is, but since force may be used against 3 persons, in 3 rounds 'tis divided and constructed. To God, to ourselves, and to our neighbour can we use force? I say on them and on their things, as thou shalt hear with reason manifest. A death by violence and painful wounds are to our neighbour given, and in his substance ruin and arson and injurious levies. Whence homicides and he who smites unjustly, marauders and freebooters, the first round tormenteth all in companies diverse. The place where to descend the bank we came was alpine, and from what was there, moreover, of such a kind that every eye would shun it. For from the mountain's top, from which it moved, unto the plain the cliff is shattered so, some path 'twould give to him who was above. But fix thine eyes below, for draweth near the river of blood, within which boiling is whoever by violence doth injure others. I saw an ample moat bent like a bow, as one which all the plain encompasses, conformable to what my guide had said. And between this and the embankment's foot, centaurs in file were running, armed with arrows, as in the world they used the chase to follow. Beholding us descend, each one stood still, and from the squadron 3 detached themselves, with bows and arrows in advance selected. And from afar one cried, "Unto what torment come ye, who down the hillside are descending? Tell us from there, if not I draw the bow." Not yet had Nessus reached the other side, when we had put ourselves within a wood that was not marked by any path whatever. Not foliage green, but of a dusky colour. Not branches smooth, but gnarled and intertangled. Not apple trees were there, but thorns with poison. Here do the hideous harpies make their nests, who chase the Trojans from the Strophades, with sad announcement of impending doom. Broad wings have they, and necks and faces human, and feet with claws, and their great bellies fledged. They make laments upon the wondrous trees. When the exasperated soul abandons the body whence it rent itself away, Minos consigns it to the seventh abyss. It falls into the forest, and no part is chosen for it, but where fortune hurls it, there, like a grain of spelt, it germinates. It springs a sapling and a forest tree. The harpies, feeding then upon its leaves, do pain create, and for the pain an outlet. I heard on all sides lamentations uttered, and person none beheld I who might make them, whence utterly bewildered I stood still. Then stretched I forth my hand a little forward, and plucked a branchlet off from a great thorn, and the trunk cried, "Why dost thou mangle me?" After it had become embrowned with blood, it recommenced its cry, "Why dost thou rend me? Hast thou no spirit of pity whatsoever?" Men once we were, and now are changed to trees. Indeed, thy hand should be more pitiful, even if the souls of serpents we had been. My spirit, in disdainful exultation, thinking by dying to escape disdain, made me unjust against myself, the just. Of my own house I made myself a gibbet, in the same way as he is, who perceives the boar and chase approaching to his stand, who hears the crashing of the beasts and branches. And two, behold, upon our left-hand side, naked and scratched, fleeing so furiously, that of the forest every fan they broke. On him who had crouched down they set their teeth, and him they lacerated piece by piece. Thereafter bore away those aching members. The soil was of an arid and thick sand, not of another fashion made than that which by the feet of Cato once was pressed. Vengeance of God, oh, how much oughtest thou by each one to be dreaded, who doth read that which was manifest unto mine eyes. Of naked souls beheld I many herds, who all were weeping very miserably, and over them seemed set a law diverse. Supine upon the ground some folk were lying, and some were sitting all drawn up together, and others went about continually. O'er all the sand waste, with a gradual fall, were raining down dilated flakes of fire, as of the snow on Alp without a wind. Thus was descending the eternal heat, whereby the sand was set on fire, like tinder beneath the steel, for doubling of the dole. Then did my leader speak with such great force that I had never heard him speak so loud. O Capanius, in that is not extinguished thine arrogance, thou punished art the more, not any torment, saving thine own rage, would be unto thy fury pain complete.
There is a place in hell called Malebulge, wholly of stone and of an iron color, as is the circle that around it turns. Within this place we found us, and the poet held to the left, and I moved on behind.